In the heart of a small town, there stood an old school, cloaked in a mystery as deep as its history. Nestled among towering trees and weathered buildings, the school was an indelible part of the town's landscape. Its ancient ivy-covered walls whispered tales of generations who had passed through its hallowed halls. Yet there was an unsettling aura that clung to it, a feeling of unease that was as much a part of the school as the bricks and mortar it was built with. The townsfolk spoke of the school with a blend of reverence and trepidation. Whispers about strange happenings and inexplicable events were common in hushed conversations. A door creaking open on its own, lights flickering in an empty classroom, footsteps echoing in deserted corridors. These were just some of the chilling experiences shared by students and staff alike. The school's reputation had grown over the years, feeding on these stories, casting an eerie pallor over the institution. Every unexplained draft, every sudden chill, every shadow that seemed to move just out of the corner of the eye, all added to the unsettling aura that surrounded the school. Yet the school continued to function, its daily rhythm seemingly undisturbed by the spectral whispers that permeated its walls. But among the countless stories, one tale stood out, a tale that sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. It all began on a stormy night when the school seemed more menacing than ever. The wind howled through the hollow corridors, and the rain beat relentlessly against the darkened windows. A solitary figure, the school's security guard, was the only human presence in the sprawling campus. As midnight approached, a strange noise echoed through the desolate halls. It wasn't the usual creaking of old timber or the rustling of leaves outside. No, this was different. It was a sound that sent chills down the spine, a low moaning that seemed to be coming from the very bowels of the school. The security guard, a stout man not easily scared, felt a shiver of apprehension. Armed with nothing but a flashlight, he ventured into the darkness, his heart pounding in his chest. He followed the noise, its eerie melody drawing him deeper into the labyrinthine school. As he moved through the silent classrooms, the noise grew louder, more insistent. His flashlight cut through the darkness, revealing nothing out of the ordinary. Yet the moaning continued, a mournful lament that echoed off the cold stone walls. Then, without warning, the noises stopped. The sudden silence was more terrifying than the ghostly moans. The guard felt a cold breeze brush against his skin, sending goosebumps up his arms. He spun around, his flashlight illuminating the empty corridor. But he wasn't alone. He could feel a presence, an unseen entity that seemed to watch him from the shadows. His breath hitched in his throat as he felt a cold hand brush against his shoulder. He spun around, but there was nothing. Only the silent, empty corridor stretched out before him. Panic surged through him as he realized that he was not alone. He was sharing the lonely school with something unseen, something that did not belong in the realm of the living. The guard lived to tell the tale, but the encounter left him with a haunting memory that would never fade. The unseen visitor had marked the school, and its chilling presence would forever echo in the silent corridors, a grim reminder of the school's dark secret. Days turned into weeks, and the school was abuzz with whispers of the security guard's encounter. The story had taken on a life of its own, adding a chilling edge to the everyday humdrum of school life, yet the strangeness was far from over. On a late evening, as the sun began to set, casting long, ominous shadows across the hallways, a dedicated teacher found herself at the school much later than usual. With a stack of papers to grade and a lesson plan to prepare for the next day, she was the sole occupant of the otherwise bustling building. As she settled into her task, the silence of the school was suddenly shattered. The distinct sound of a bustling classroom echoed down the hallway. The chatter of students, the shuffling of papers, the clear voice of a teacher instructing. It was as if a class was in full swing, yet she knew the school was empty. With a sense of unease creeping into her heart, she decided to investigate. The sound seemed to emanate from a nearby classroom, one that she knew had been unused for years. The door creaked open to reveal nothing. The room was as empty as it had been for the past decade. No students, no teacher, just the ghostly echoes of a class that wasn't there. In the stillness of the empty classroom, her fear heightened. She could still hear the phantom class, the sounds growing fainter, as if dissipating like a morning fog under the sun's glare. The room, devoid of any life, seemed to be stuck in a moment, replaying the echoes of its past over and over again. Her heart pounded in her chest, the eerie silence of the room now deafening. She fled the room, leaving behind the chilling sounds of the phantom class. That night she left the school, her mind swirling with fear and confusion. The teacher left the school that night, vowing never to stay after hours again. The phantom class had left its mark, adding another layer to the school's growing collection of chilling tales. With each passing day, the school's mystery deepened, and the fear among its inhabitants grew. As the sun set and the moon took control, an unsettling silence would blanket the school. The echoes of laughter and chatter that once filled the hallways were now replaced by whispers of dread and apprehension. The once vibrant school soon became a place of hushed tones and anxious glances, as rumors of the unseen visitor spread like wildfire. Every creak of the floorboards, every gust of wind, every flicker of the lights was met with a shudder. The once familiar sights and sounds of the school turned alien, distorted by the lens of fear. Each day brought with it a heightened sense of unease as the mystery remained unsolved, the phantom uncaught. The haunting encounters did not just spook the students, but also the staff. Teachers began to dread the twilight hours, avoiding late-night grading sessions and hurrying home as soon as the final bell rang. The janitor, once a jovial figure, now wore a mask of worry, his whistle replaced by a silent prayer. The school, once a haven for learning and growth, was now a breeding ground for fear and panic. The impact was so severe that some students and staff decided to transfer, unwilling to live in the shadow of the unknown. They packed up their belongings, their hopes, their dreams, and moved on, leaving behind an institution that was once a beacon of light, now enveloped in darkness. Yet amidst the chaos, the school stood steadfast, its walls whispering tales of bravery and resilience. It was a testament to the human spirit, a symbol of our innate ability to face our fears and continue marching forward, even when the path is shrouded in mystery. The school's dark secret remained as elusive as ever, a chilling reminder of the unseen world. While the school's dark secret remained unsolved, it taught everyone a few unforgettable lessons. This tale, steeped in mystery and shadow, served as a classroom of its own, imparting wisdom not found within textbooks or lectures. The enigmatic encounters, the unseen visitor, the phantom class. They all whispered lessons from the shadows, lessons that echoed through the hallways and seeped into the very fabric of the school. These ethereal tutors taught us the significance of respecting the unknown. Often we think we know everything there is to know about our world, our realities. But when confronted with the inexplicable, we are reminded of the vast universe of the unknown that still exists. The school's phantom presence was a stark reminder that not everything can be explained, that mystery and ambiguity are inherent parts of life. Equally important was the lesson on safety. The chilling encounters reminded us of the need for caution, the importance of vigilance. Just as we lock our doors at night or look both ways before crossing the road, it's vital to ensure our safety in the face of the unknown. The school's haunting encounters were a wake-up call, a reminder that sometimes it's okay to walk away, to choose safety over curiosity. Perhaps the most powerful lesson was the demonstration of community strength. Fear has a way of isolating us, making us feel alone in our terror. But the school's haunting story showed how unity can provide solace, how shared experiences can build resilience. As the students and staff faced the eerie occurrences, they banded together, their collective courage standing tall against the shadowy spectre. They showed us the power of community in facing fear, the strength in numbers, the comfort in shared experiences. In the grand scheme of things, the school's dark secret was more than just a chilling tale. It was a lesson in humility, a lesson in safety, and a lesson in unity. It was a testament to the human spirit's resilience, the ability to learn and grow from even the most terrifying experiences. The school's dark secret remains a chilling testament to the unseen, a story that continues to haunt, reminding us all that some mysteries are better left unsolved. From its shadowy corners, the school whispers its lessons, a spectral teacher reminding us of the wisdom that can be gleaned from the unknown, the unseen, the unexplained.